Jamie just finished winning the Remax Canadian Long Drive Championship in Canada. We had a stellar field, which included pretty much every finalist from last year's championship, a multitude of champions from years past. I can say without a doubt, I've seen all the competitors come and go, and there's been a lot of talk. And there's a lot of guys that pretend they can hit it far, but Jamie is a true ambassador for the Pinnacle brand, but also a true competitor. Also come from the same province in Alberta, which I come from, so it's something in the water there that helps to propel a golf ball. It's good Alberta beef, but again, we're proud to be here. So I'm going to hand it over to Jamie. He's going to hit some shots here, so you're going to see some amazing ball speeds. So again, 209 ball speed. Spin was up a little bit. Did you hit that low in the face, Jamie? Or?
A little lower, yeah.
You'll often, people that tend to spin it too much, the average male amateur or average amateur, they'll find the golf ball in its pitch mark or close to it, even under firm conditions out there. So we want to marry all those conditions together, the fastest ball velocity. We're shooting for, basically for us, 10, 11, 12 degrees, 13 degrees launch angle, as well as a spin rate somewhere in that 1800 to 2200 revolutions per minute backspin, and with obviously a minimal amount of side spin, which is your hooks and slices. That'll enable that golf ball to travel the furthest in the air, and once it hits, when it lands, then roll as well. So all those things have to combine together. So Jamie, that last one, 211.1 miles an hour golf ball velocity. The spin was up a little bit. He hit that one a little bit low on the face, so 3,800 RPM spin. He hit it a little bit low on the face, so that'll tend to spin at the golf ball a little bit. And that's why we tell the average person to tee it up a little bit higher. Want to contact that golf ball in the center, just above center, to bring down that spin, get in that optimal range. The average person should be shooting for, somewhere in that 2,800 RPM range, revolutions per minute, 3,000. The tour guys a little bit faster. They shoot for 24, 2,000, somewhere in that range. And Jamie's last launch angle was 13.5, which is good conditions, but we'll see his carry distance on the last one was huge. What was it, 361 and 361.3 carry distance, and 372 total distance, 10 yards roll on that. That's moving it major. That's world-class numbers there. So go ahead, Jamie. So let him get in a rhythm and let him start hitting. So when he gets nice and loose, you'll see some. That's his typical ball flight, nice little draw, turning over a little bit. Jamie does some really interesting things mechanically in the swing. We look at the two components of velocity. I won't bore you with too much, but I mean, there's linear velocity and rotational velocity. Linear velocity is essentially just the speed the club's traveling and the path that it travels and how fast, but Jamie's very fast on both. The things he does better than pretty much 99.9 or everybody in the world, he gets his hand. I used to get the club when I was his age and maybe a little bit older, but he gets the club a little bit below parallel, which isn't a prescribed position that we want for everybody. You have to be really strong to generate the speed through a position that your hands are high and the club is dipped down from here. But from here, he retains that angle in his wrist. He actually increases that on his way down, kind of like some of the elite players. Tiger does that exceptionally well as well. Once he starts down, that angle between his forearm and wrist increases, and then if you watch his hips, when he's coming through, he has such great hip stability. And that comes from a lot of hockey and a lot of skating. Being in this position, pushing off all the time, this hip stability, you'll see what his hips do. He doesn't, a lot of times when people try to swing faster or harder, their hips tend to go towards the golf ball because they can't stabilize their body. They're going like this. You watch what his hips do. He turns in the same plane. The hips go first, the trunk, the arms and the hands, and the club at the last second.
Exactly right.
And he's got such great mechanics. The velocities of these components, the hips, the trunk, the arms and the hands, he does it in such a precise fashion in that order that it produces the maximum velocity. And he does it very, very well, and that translates into a whipping action of that golf club and the club head speeds from there.